Build creative confidence. Beat the inspiration addiction. Join the Writer's Gym.
Yesterday, I was talking to a couple of very old friends about my phobia of being locked in things. And I was explaining how it isn't claustrophobia. I don't care how big or small the place is. My fear is not being able to leave it freely. And yes, that is because I got spectacularly locked in a toilet and they had to chainsaw the door off. And even when they chainsawed the door off, they found the lock had fused in the heat. And it was the day I'd been trying to get rid of that exact phobia of being locked in things by not taking my phone with me and leaving it upstairs in the place I was working with. So yeah, that was pretty thorough, as ingraining a phobia could be. But the reason I was talking to them about it is that what happened as a result of that phobia was that what I now call say the thing, which I use as writing advice and life advice to myself and everyone in the Writer's Gym a lot, is I tell people where I'm going and I say I'm a bit scared about locks that I'm not familiar with, and if I'm not back in 5-10 minutes, I need you to come and find me. And as a result of me making myself that little bit vulnerable, what tends to happen is I get absolute understanding and usually a story or two back in return, and a lot more connection as a result of me having that vulnerability. So people find out a little thing about me and I find out a little thing about people, and the world is that little bit more connected. And in a way, I am glad, sort of, that the being locked in the toilet thing happened, because if I had successfully removed that phobia that day, which I don't think was on the cards, but even if, I'd never have had that reason to do the extra connecting, to really recognise the power of vulnerability as strength. I would never have learnt how and why vulnerability is strength. And the reason I'm bringing it up today is I've heard a couple of other interesting phobias recently, and how they are details that you might never think of yourself, such as an animal that, I'm not going to say what animal it is, but the person said to me a long, long time ago, you don't know what they're thinking. As if you do with all other animals. And somebody else who was frightened of certain interior design objects. And you name it, somebody out there's got a phobia about it. And it tells you a story. So what I'm going to invite you to do today is I'm going to invite you to describe that phobia, or if you prefer, that passion for something really kind of random and specific. It's the specificity that's so magical about phobias and passions, that you love that thing. So I love bagpuss. Bagpuss is very important to me. And I can go into why, but it's probably more fun if I don't tell you. And I'm terrified of being locked in, well, anything, absolutely anything. I don't like lifts either. So find a passion or find a phobia and maybe tell its origin story, or maybe have somebody just have a conversation with it. Get that specificity and draw your character from there. Remember that point of view is everything. I think it's completely logical and sensible to be scared of toilet door locks, but I have it on good authority that most of you are walking around every day not scared of toilet door locks. Be in that character. It's not about an objective right or wrong. It's about what it feels like to be that person. Jump into that head and think on the page. Stay curious and have fun.
You've visited the Writer's Gym with author and coach Dr Rachel Knightley. Production and sound design are by Ashley Lexine, and theme music is by Chris Gregory. To join a Writer's Gym workout online or in London, as a guest or as a member, visit writersgym.com or email thewritersgym@rachelknightley.com.